was a 2-on-1, I think, and I tripped and fell into the guy's knee and just kind of blacked out, I guess, knocked out. And that was probably my first serious one. That's kind of, I think concussions were getting so important right around that time, so I think we took it pretty serious. I think in total I probably missed a year and a half of hockey due to concussions.
58 seconds left in the Old Dutch power play. Hunt circles the goal and takes over the puck with speed up the left wing into the Brandon zone. Takes a big hit from Colton Waltz, and Connor Gay's out comes Greg Mayer to attend to the Pat Ford out of Nelson, BC. It was a hit that Waltz stepped up as Hunt came across the blue line, hit him up high.
I sat in my basement for probably like a month and a half, lights off, a lot of sleep, a lot of rest, a lot of TV. For the first bit, it was just nothing, absolutely no light, because it was just so detrimental to my head kind of thing. Sad at times, nervous because, I mean, it was like, am I ever going to get better? Yeah, so it was more just sad and nervous, and then as I got back to the rink and started hanging out with the guys more, I wasn't as much as sad anymore. It was just kind of like, I want to get back so bad, anxious.
When Huntsy, had his first concussion, that was pretty serious, and took a lot of time off. I just kind of told him, like, this is like your life after this. Hockey's just a hobby. So he really put a lot of thought into that, and it's good to see that he's been back and he's healthy now.
We had to take a look with Dryden last year and look at, he's 17 years old, so he had one concussion and another one. He just come back and boom, a couple of games later he gets a second fairly serious concussion. And you have to look at that as what is the long-term health for Dryden as a person and as a hockey player. And we made the decision with his parents and himself and our medical staff that the best thing for him last year was to rest and really recover from those concussions. Along with, it's like I said, there's physical things you can do. Some of it's mental because obviously there's a frustration that they can't play. So it's a combination of those two things.
There's a WHL protocol. It's like you ride the bike light for like 120 heart rate, then you move on to heavy biking, and then skating by yourself, and then skating contact, and then 2 skating contacts, and then if you feel fine from there, you get back in the game. So for me, it kind of was longer, obviously, because it was a pretty bad concussion. So it took me quite a while to move from step to step. So that was obviously really frustrating because I'd have times where I couldn't bike without getting a headache, or couldn't skate without getting a headache. So, I mean, once you get the headache, you get set back a step. So it was pretty frustrating for sure. It's almost just like a sigh of relief. Just coming back, it felt so good. Just to see like the regular faces you see in the stands warming up, and just being around the guys and all the camaraderie in the room, it was just a sigh of relief, and just thank God I'm back.
And so I think probably in the first 7 years of my career when I was with Moose Jaw, probably I don't think anybody retired. This, the last 10 years, maybe 2 guys that have had to say, that's it because of concussions. So not a lot, but probably 2 too many.
How do you think concussions can be prevented moving forward?
I honestly don't think they can be. I mean, you can do whatever you want to your helmet, but I mean, it could be just a punch in the face. It could be just a routine hit. I mean, I think it could be anything. I don't think they'll ever be preventable.
I think Dryden's really taken a long step. I mean, I remember when he first came here, and he was a young guy that wasn't drafted and was a walk-on in camp, and every year he's gotten better and better, and I think he's just got to keep on going the way he's been progressing. Every year he's gotten better, he's gotten stronger, a little bit faster, and those are things that every athlete needs to do. So I think he's on the right path.
I could see him very easily getting drafted this year. This is his draft year, so I could see him getting drafted, and if not, probably get an NHL tryout.
Everybody's goal in this league is to obviously make a living playing hockey. That's obviously my goal, whether it be in the NHL, whether it be in the American League, Europe, and then I mean, if that doesn't work out, we'll see here in the next couple of years how my season goes. But yeah, I mean, you obviously have a school to fall back on, which isn't a bad option. Kind of keep around the game. I don't know. I'd love to be like a general manager or something, just kind of stay around the rink. So we'll see. I don't know.